Good morning and welcome back, everyone. Today's video, we are building some custom doors for our closet and our bathroom upstairs. So grab a cup of tea or a coffee and enjoy the video. Ew, those are greasy. Gross. We'll see. Well, 1 and 2 go on the edges.
Okay. There we go.
So instead of trying to figure out how big to build the door and not getting the right size, we're just going to install the track for the barn door, and then we can figure out what will fit in there because we have this slant in the roof. It's going to be very tight on the short end. We're actually having to kind of make a smaller door opening than you would normally have in a house just to get a door that can fit over there. So it's going to be a fancy door. Custom.
Custom, that's the word.
But it's going to be okay, I think.
Yeah.
You want the first screw?
No.
Why?
This is like a three-hand job where you need 3 arms to do it properly. Alright. Not bad. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna give you this to hold, and then I'll...
Stupid.
Oh man. I just want to get it. Oh god, is this ever a stupid design? Okay. Hold this.
So we've made a mistake. We should have made sure this trim board was as long as the barn door track, but we didn't do that. And then we also could have shifted the board over a little bit because we've got a little bit of overhang on the other end and a little bit of overhang on this end. So I think we could have fit the board behind the screws, but because we've got the angled roof, it wasn't gonna work. So we're gonna put a sneaky little piece of wood behind the last screw, and I think that should be fine. We've got proper framing behind that, so I think it'll be sturdy, and the barn door is gonna be there to cover it up anyways, so hopefully it's not too noticeable, but we've just gotta make do with it. I guess it wasn't too bad putting the track up in as individual pieces, but check the reviews or the specs before you buy this barn door track off Amazon because this was all little pieces. We've got a closet door that's all one solid piece we're gonna install in a little bit, but it's a little bit more work. Remember when a simple "please take me off of your list" would put a stop to those bothersome phone calls? With all of the new technology and internet taking over in our lives, it's important to understand that your personal information has become very, very valuable. There are companies out there called data brokers, and they collect and share your personal information, often without you knowing or without your permission. These data brokers can search the internet and gather your names, your addresses, even details from your social media accounts, and sometimes even more sensitive records. When these data brokers sell your personal information, this puts you at risk of having your identity stolen, which can cause a great deal of worry and financial trouble. Think of it like this: your personal details are being spread far and wide across the internet, making it almost impossible to know who has that information or how to get it taken down. So what can we do to put a stop to this? We have teamed up with our sponsor of today's video, Incogni. Incogni is like a helpful assistant that works to automatically remove your personal information from these data broker websites and those people search sites. Getting started with Incogni is quite straightforward. First, you create a simple account, then you give Incogni permission to act on your behalf, and then you can actually watch as Incogni works to remove your information from the internet on their dashboard. We wouldn't be sharing this with you if we didn't truly believe in it. We care deeply about our viewers, especially those who might not be as familiar with the potential downfalls of this high-tech age. Take your personal data back with Incogni. Use code OffGridLife to receive 60% off the annual plan. You can click the link down in the description, and a big thank you to Incogni for sponsoring today's video. Hefty.
Hefty.
So our plan for the door is we're going to build a frame, and then we're going to build a channel or a notch in the frame, in each piece of the frame, and then we're going to cut a piece of plywood. We've got really nice birch plywood, and it's going to fit into those slots, and the frame will close around it, if that makes sense, and secure it, and it should be nice and solid. The lumber is quite moist still, so we're going to leave it by the wood stove for a little bit. We don't want it to shrink once we have the door built, so we're going to leave it alone for a little bit, and we're going to work on getting the closet started, and we'll just see how far we can get with that. We're going to be needing some lumber for that as well, so hopefully that stuff is dry as well. We don't really have a plan, we're just kind of winging it.
So Katie and I notched out these I guess these were 2x8s, but we cut them down and we notched them out so that we can put this on the outside of the door and have a nice surround on the door. That's my first time ever doing that. Would have been nice to have a dado set up, but we made do with what we had.
Way off?
Nope. Okay. There's the door. $81 3/4. That's the reason. What's this one? 80 3/4. Pull that off and recut it. Get the hammer there, I'm in the way. Okay, that's good. There it is, and that's the bottom for sure.
This side.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, it's not too long. Open it.
Oh, I don't like that sound. There. Yeah, so it just needs that isolator down there. thing.
Steve!
Steven!
Come here, bud.
Hey, bud.
Which way is that gonna fly? Maybe that way?
Oh, yeah.
So it'll fly at you, not me.
Fit. I think I'm good
This
here.
is a little... Oh, I guess.
Yeah, it's in too much. That's what it's going to look like. Okay. Now, here's the thing. How do I get this so it's strong on here? I'm gonna have to toenail it. Are you good on your end? Okay.
I wonder if we should do like a strap here on the backside. Probably.
Not a bad idea. Splitting the difference here. Holy man.
What?
It's the dullest bit. I can't even use that. Gotta be perfect.
We're just making the final little adjustments. We've moved the track stopper so that the door doesn't go off. We've got it so that it stops at the edge of the door opening. And then we're gonna have to move this one because somehow, even though we were thinking about the distance that the rollers need, somehow we messed it up and it doesn't go all the way to the corner. So,
But show them this, Katie. Show them how far it actually goes. So it goes to right there. So it's still like, the door is still very accessible. It's not, it's a quirk.
yeah.
It's just a quirk.
Yeah.
It's a quirk.
So, yeah, we're gonna get those moved. We've got to get a handle on, and then there's a latch for inside, and that's that.